What is going on beyond the break here with our eBay purchases? Buying a whole lot of cards as of late. You'll see this is probably our largest lot that we'll go through. It's about 2 to 3 weeks of purchasing on eBay. Whole lot of baseball, some basketball, some football. Just trying to buy the usual when it comes to what we like. Parallels, serial numbered, Hall of Famers, all the refractors, all that stuff. So we'll go through the cards, have quite the haul here, and then as usual we'll go through at the end which ones we deem gradable from a priority level and whatnot. So first lot here, we have a Juan Soto pink logo fractor. This is out of 199. One of the bigger purchases, Leo DeVries, out of 499 auto, top prospect and all baseball. Marvin Harrison, I think he's due for a strong second year. This is just a hollow from Optic. Andrew Jones, Topps Chrome blue refractor. This is a Jeff Bagwell Topps refractor. Jonah Jihad, never heard of him. Love this card, just love this set. Bowman Chrome, this is Andres Galarraga refractor. Gary Sheffield from Ultimate Victory, number 2/100. Alex Rodriguez, League MVP, Topps Chrome refractor. Jason's Kid, Topps Chrome refractor from 2003. Jose DePaula, out of 199, another top prospect for the Dodgers. Eduardo Tait, refractor, Bowman's Best auto. Andrew Painter from this year's Bowman, 199. Travis Bazana, out of 100. Love this Topps Chrome. This is Ernie Banks, the Rose Gold, I believe 75. Yep, out of 75. Jackson Merrill, Atomic, Bowman's Best. Samuel Basallo, another top prospect. I think he's number 11 in overall baseball. It's the green out of 99. And the Lazar Montez green out of 99 as well. All right, next lot. JJ Watt. It's a nice color match. Disco out of 49. Eduardo Tait, Bowman's First, refractor 499. Arun Escobar, top 5 prospect in the Philly system, first Bowman out of 199. Freddie Aqua, somewhat of a color match, I would say. I think this is 199. 250. Michael Young, just love this Topps Finest year. This is 250 as well. Marcus Allen from Panini Prism. From the Deca series? Yeah, from the Deca series. This is out of 30. DeMarcus Cousins got this for a couple bucks. This is the blue first of the line shimmer. This is out of 7. He's borderline Hall of Famer, I think. Jackie Robinson, just love this color match. This is numbered to 199. Strahan refractor. Dan Marino, Mark Brunell, Kerry Collins, and Steve Young refractor. This is a cool card. This is Vic, Hardcore Hokies, Antonio Freeman, Michael Vick refractor. Gold, got this for a couple bucks. Ryan Klesko, Topps Finest. This is numbered to 199. Sebastian Walcott, another top prospect, top 5 in all baseball. This is the Orange Sapphire out of 25. And then got this for 7 or 8 bucks. Optic, Herbert, MVP. This is numbered to 50. All right, almost there. Gladiators, Walcott again, at 150. It's the mini diamond. Love the season tickets contenders. It's hard. These are hard to grade just because of the sensitivity on the back. But this is the Butler. Got this again for under $10. This is 15 out of 15. I have not seen one of these cards ever, actually. Topps Chrome. I didn't even know they made these, but this is Topps Chrome. This is out of 25. You can see they're out of 25. Carlos Quentin. I have not seen that before. I got this for under $5 or so. So we'll see. Escobar again. Sapphire Yellow out of 75. First Bowman. Cracked Ice. This is Marcus Saul. This is actually 25 out of 25. Randolph. Black out of 99 from Topps Chrome. Starting to look good on this one. We'll see how the rest of it looks. Usually there's some scratch marks and whatnot, but Gold Wave Johnny Bench. This is out of 50. Another Escobar. You can see who I've been buying a lot of if I can get my hands on it for fairly cheap. First Bowman 99. Mookie. I'll buy a lot of Mookies. I just think, you know, he's one of those greats that will go down. Having an off year this year, but overall already probably a surefire Hall of Famer. This is just the refractor out of 499. Vladdy color match out of 150. Another color match, Jim Thome red. I think it's just out of 100. DeVries again out of 399. Manny upper decks is out of 150. And then Bobby Witt second year refractor. All right, just a couple more here. We got the Walker Jenkins out of 299. Dominguez refractor, Bowman's Chrome. Probably the biggest card of the lot. This is the Babe Ruth Black out of 10. Wilt Gold. This is not numbered Hall of Fame. And then did pick up one graded card. Got this for $8. Silver Prism from 2015. Anthony Davis PSA 9, $8. Thought that was quite the steal, especially the year this Prism, as well as just the image of this is really cool. I think one of the cooler images you'll see on a card. So got that for $8 or $9, like I said. All right, we'll go through the lot and go which ones are gradable and which ones are not. Okay, 49 cards we picked up over the last couple of weeks. Out of those 49 cards, 32 cards came back that we deem gradables, anything between that 9-10 range. Have 3 piles here. One is more of a priority pile, ones that we'll want to get graded as soon as possible if we can. Another pile is just one that we'll probably hold off grading, some that might not be even worth grading, or just grading into the off season for respective sports. And then the other pile is the ones that are not gradable. So we'll go through the non-priority cards to start. These cards, again, we'll probably wait till the off season. We'll probably wait to the off season to get some of these graded. The A-Rod, this looked like actually a chance of a 10. Centering looked great, no scratch marks. Typically with these Topps Chromes, you do see scratch marks. Soto, clean, no issues here. Try to get these out of the way. Merrill, clean, looks like a 10. Basallo, clean. Painter, Pizzana, a lot of these Bowman Chromes, they were all, clean in my mind. Some of them between that 9-10, depending on centering, but most of them no scratch marks or whatsoever. Freddie Freeman, this was great, no issues. Centering looked great, no issues there. Young looked more of like a 9. Cousins out of 7, more of a 9 as well. Walcott, clean. This Manny out of 150 was clean. I didn't see any issues. Potential 10 there. The Mookie, clean, potential 10. Escobar, 10. Dominguez, potential 10. Thome, red, between that 9-10, and then the Vlad 150 blue 10 as well. So decent amount of pulls there. Pretty happy with that. The ones that we want to get to PSA sooner than later. Biggest card of the order, the Babe Ruth out of 10. This looks like a solid 9. There was one little scratch mark here. Other than that, pretty solid, pretty happy with that. The Klesko Gold out of 199. This is clean. This is a chance of a 10. You can see there is like a little bit of a print line here. I think that might knock it to a 9. The Butler out of 15. Between a 9 and a 10, I think there's a little bit of whitening in that one corner. Other than that, so I'll take a 9 on this if I can. The Steve Young Kerry Collins, and the Dan Marino Mark Brunel refractor. This looks like a chance of a 10. I didn't see any issues actually. Pretty happy with this. Chance of a 10 actually for this one as well. Hardcore Hokies, the refractor from Mike Vick. Walcott, definitely want to get this graded. Centering, looked good. I think this is definitely a 9. I think it's got an outside chance of a 10. I'm a little concerned, you know, on the back, you can kind of see it's a little bit thinner on the top. These 2025 Bowmans, I'm yet to see kind of how that's good and graded, but if the front looks centered up, so, you know, I consider this a 10, but, you know, wouldn't be surprised if it gets that 9 or 10, potentially on that centering. The straight hand, between that 9, 10, I think there's 1 or 2 scratch marks that, you know, might factor into this, but solid 9 there. The Jackie, centering looked great here. I think there was just 1 little mark between that 9, 10. The Marcus Allen out of 30, solid 10 here. DeVries, similar situation here. I think it's a 9, 10 range, easily 9, 10 range. Potential outside chance of a 10 depending on the centering grading, but solid in my mind. Sheffield, pretty happy with this one. I think this has an outside chance of a 10. You can see centering's a little bit thicker on the right side than the left, but other than that, everything else was clean. This was flawless. This is out of 100, so we'll see. Marvin Harrison Jr., definitely want to get this graded, get this back hopefully around mid-season. Potentially, hopefully, he is playing well at that point, but definitely a chance of a 10 here. The Bagwell refractor interleague, this has a chance of a 10. You know, these both sides has that film, so I'll definitely remove that coating. Once I remove that, I think it should, from what I saw, looks like a chance of a 10. Galarraga, 9, 1 or 2 scratch marks, and then the kid, leaning on the 9 side, centering is a little bit off. Typically with these 2003, 2004 chrome refractors, you definitely see from a centering standpoint, but everything else looked pretty clean. You can make the argument left is a little bit thinner, right's a little bit thicker, but other than that, it could get a chance of an outside chance of a 10, but probably leaning on that 9 side. All right, we'll go through the issues we found. I won't go through all of them, but definitely just want to go through some of them, show which ones. This one, this was a centering issue. Thicker on the right, or excuse me, on the back, it's thinner on the right there. The Tait did have a scratch mark, pretty noticeable up top here, so we'll not be sending that through. Scratch marks on the Andrew Jones, centering, much thicker on the top for the Ernie Banks. Same with here, the Tait Bowman Chrome refractor, centering, thinner on the top. The JJ, unfortunately, everything looked clean until you got to the back, and there was you can see there, thumbnail print of some sort, so we'll not be sending that. Scratch marks, this had, super bummed, this had 1 minor scratch, but in the back I believe there was another thumbprint there. Scratch marks there, scratch marks on the DeVries. Scratch marks actually going down the middle on this one. Same with the Randolph. Too much whitening on the back here for my liking. You can see there's some whitening there. The Escobar, this is where you gotta be really careful looking at these cards. You can see here a little bit of a lip on the corner here, so that would knock that down to a potential, I would say, 8 or 9. The Johnny Bench Gold, scratch marks, and then the back here, pretty worn down. Let me see if I can find what's going on here. You can see it's like some print line scratch down the middle there, so unfortunately I'm not saying that too. But hey, 65% of the cards that we bought over the last couple of weeks are gradable, so definitely want to get those sent to PSA. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. And as always, leave comments in the comment section. Love interacting with you guys in the comment section. Until next time, peace.